Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another Deck Tech episode. Today we're going to be looking at the Midrange Hunter, the deck that you see oh so much of. It's so ridiculous how many of these decks you've seen. If you've been anywhere on the ladder or played casual, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This deck is super fast paced, they hit your face, and they're always using their hero power to burn your life down. So let's jump into the deck real quick and see how it looks. Hearthstone's a little bit laggy tonight. Alright, there we go. Alright, this deck runs 2 flares. I feel that 2 flares are absolutely paramount to this deck, given the amount of mirror matches and freeze mages there are around. Flare is one of those cards that is always going to get you value. It's always going to prevent something bad for you, or just draw you a card. It's just a super good card, and I don't understand why people only run one of them. One tracking is invaluable when you need it, and it's just a dead card otherwise. It's always going to give you something you need, but the only downside is you discard 2 cards. That's why I only run 1. 2 Leper Gnomes, giving any aggro, cheap, bursty deck, you're going to run Leper Gnomes. These happen to have a death rattle on them, so they synergize well with Undertaker. Speaking of which, as you already know, this deck runs 2 Undertakers. It synergizes well with pretty much every minion that you have. 2 Web Spinners. Web Spinner can give you anything from another Web Spinner to a King Crush, which you're never going to know what you're going to get, so that's why Web Spinner is fantastic. Plus it's the Death Rattle, which boosts our Undertaker. 2 Explosive Traps. I find with the amount of Zoo that I'm facing, Explosive Trap is good. Given that I said that, I am not facing as much Zoo, so I feel like throwing in a Snake Trap today. This is the good thing about this deck, is you can throw any amount of traps that you want in here. Nothing's going to be bad. Snake Traps are good for early game aggression. They feed your Cult Master. 2 Loot Hoarders, they're card draw, unless they get silenced for whatever reason. I've been getting silenced on these a couple times. I can understand why people do it, to prevent me getting more cards, but I feel that, you know, bigger things need silencing. And they're also a Death Rattle, which synergizes well with our Undertaker. 2 Mad Scientist has the best value in the game for a 2-drop, hands down. It also happens to be a Death Rattle, which synergizes well. Follow the Bouncing Ball with our Undertaker. Yeah, alright, you guys are already getting this deck. See? You don't have to be that smart to play this deck. I can even get it. 2 Eagle Horn Bow. Eagle Horn Bow is the best weapon in the game, hands down. You can extend its life incredibly with traps. It's just fantastic. I kind of prefer Fiery Wind Axe, but Fiery Wind Axe is only got 2 charges. You can extend the life of this weapon a huge way. 2 Animal Companions. Everything that you get from Animal Companion is great for its mana cost. You can get a 4/4 taunt. You can get a 2/4 buff all your other minions with 1 attack, or you can get a 4/2 charge. It's all random RNG, which is a big part of this deck. Kill Command, part of your win condition. Given the low amount of beasts in this deck, Kill Command, it's good, but you really don't want to use it on removal unless you really, really have to. Or if you're going to die from something, that's when you're going to Kill Command it. Otherwise, you're going to use it on the face and attack the face and use your hero power and Zerg people down. Unleash the Hounds. I run 2 of them. It's arguable that you can run 1. It's kind of dropped off in popularity, given the fact that Buzzard's been nerfed and we have to look for other card draw options. Cult Master is what I've used for a card draw option with Unleash the Hounds. I played a Shaman today that gave me 6 cards off of Unleash the Hounds, which is way, way, way more than I would have been able to get any other way. People feel Unleash the Hounds Buzzard isn't a problem anymore, so that's why they flood the field a bit more. 1 Hound Master. I do not have enough beasts in this deck for it to really matter to have 2. You can run 2. There is nothing wrong with running 2. I personally run 1. Leroy Jenkins is another part of your win condition. You hit the face with him. There's really nothing else you can do. Watch out for mirror matches that you don't run your Leroy into an explosive trap, which I've seen done so many times against me. It's not even funny. People run their Leroys into explosive trap all the time. And 2 Savannah Highmanes. It's arguable if you want to replace these with Arcane Golems. I personally find Savannah Highmane is way too good value for its cost. And it rounds out the mana curve pretty well. Alright, that being said, let's jump into a game real quick and see how we do. Let's pray we don't get Druid or Priest. Because Druid and Priest are amazing counters to this deck. Like, if you're having problems with Hunter, you need to build yourself a Druid and Priest deck. Because they can shut down Hunter really quick, really hard. Wow, Hearthstone is hella laggy tonight. Ever since that WoW patch that came out, I feel like Blizzard and servers all around have been laggy. We've got a mirror match. Alright. Naturally, we want to keep Undertaker and Mad Scientist. Try and mulligan away Kill Command. Oh man, what a beautiful fucking mana curve. Look at that shit. And we got an Animal Companion in case we don't need to remove anything. I feel like he's got the Undertaker coin combo, though. Because I don't have it, naturally. Ooh, Haunted Creeper. Alright, I can dig it. Haunted Creeper is another thing that you can run in this deck. I find it's okay. If I was running more beasts, I would run more haunted, you know, like Haunted Creeper and such. Alright, that is obviously explosive trap. Because of the way that he just played that. So, let's do this. Let's take care of his minions. Try and get a little bit more value out of ours. Captain's Pirate. That is unfortunately something that happens sometimes. Oh, Leok, that is beautiful. I would have been really sad if that was a Huffer. Hunter's Mark, and he's going to trade for it. Really good play on his side. Alright, we cannot get behind him in damage. Alright. There goes the explosive trap. And we did get our freezing trap. Now, you might be tempted to just throw this Undertaker out. Don't do it. Get that Captain's Parrot out, because it's a 1-1 for 1. Which is not really good at all. Or it's 1-1 for 2, which isn't good at all, but it's a beast, so, GG us. Oh, there's Snapjaw. I haven't seen one of those in these decks at all. Alright, let's, I want to get this down now. And get this, because he's going to just trip it with Freezing Trap and attack the face. Always attack in the face unless there is a trade you have to make. See, this trade is too good for him unless he's got a bow. Or no, he's going to Houndmaster this. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. That is good value for our Freezing Trap. Oh, that is gorgeous value for our Freezing Trap. And here go the Highmane to boost our Undertaker. Let's clear this and hit him in the face. And we're all tied up in damage. He outcards me, but cards really don't matter in this matchup. You really just want to just keep hitting him in the face, hitting him in the face, keep hitting him, and then you can Leroy him down. Alright, high main, we're really not scared of that, so let's go ahead and keep the pressure off our high main. Boost our Undertaker, zoom down a bit more, and that's game. Next turn. See, this is this deck, man. Like, you will either know if you win or lose by turn 6. That is ridiculous. All these cards and he play in high main gets hit. Oh man, deadly shot. Ah. Anyway, really short deck tech, but that is the deck, man. Like, you either win or you lose, or I don't even feel good about that win, even though it was against another hunter. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go take a shower. I hope you guys have fun at chemotherapy from getting cancer from this video. Anyway, leave me a like, a comment, a subscribe, hate mail, feedback, anything you got for me. I hope to hear from you and see you again next time. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. Weekends are important. Enjoy your weekends because the work week sucks, or the school week, whatever you got going on. You got to focus all that time. You know, the weekends is time where you're supposed to just really relax and, you know, de-stress, and that's what you're supposed to do. De-stressing is a very important part of life, and I really hope that everyone takes advantage of their weekends. Anyway, guys, see you again.